David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic. They get him on the ground at the 20. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some movement.
Might as well give it to him again. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen.
Oh, he's got some space. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Manning. Finds his man in the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the ground with the back. Fighting off the defender. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to the ground. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man quickly. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that fourth down, but because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. On second and goal, they go right back to him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. Third and goal. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Lets it fly. To the end zone and is picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. The give from the gun. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. The first play does nothing.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Second down, they'll go to the air. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw. It's Manning. Makes the grab. Breaks the tackle. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And the Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll send the back in motion. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Got his man out of the backfield. There he goes! That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Looking to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running more, throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Quick completion on the out route. It's a seam wide open. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
To the air. It's Nussmeier. Grabbed behind the line. It's Durham. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They just keep firing. The throw to the outside is complete. There he goes. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
caught in the backfield. It's Durham. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job on the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Off play action. That's reeled in. It's Anderson. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got it. First down and more.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. Still looking on the move. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
It's been really hard on this quarterback all game long. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give this defense so much credit because they've done a really nice job on the back end in coverage, but they've also been able to affect his rhythm with a solid pass rush, and you saw it right there getting the sack.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They want that clock to run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Got room to work. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Manning. Finds the tight end. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. The Longhorns want to move quickly. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. It's incomplete, a 4th down stop, and the turnover on downs.
That is how you rise to the occasion late in the game. Your defense had to come up big, had to get the offense the football back. They're trailing by a little bit. Now, let's go make this thing even more special.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the gun, looking for a man. Buys a little time with his feet. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackled in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And this is a big 3rd down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
Oh, it's picked off at the worst possible time. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Hand off from the shotgun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got it in the middle, it's Bernard. Turning on the Jets. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Looking to pass, it's Simpson. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play. Dropped it.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads it left. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Going up top again. Catch in the middle, it's Bernard. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Palmer. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Alabama!
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Under fire. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
He finds a dead spot in the middle.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
That was a big first down for this offense. Like, your defense was just on the field a lot. And so to get a first down, to get that clock moving, to get them a little bit of rest, now getting maybe a little bit of a rhythm offensively, big first down for this offense.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field and go.
Wide open spaces. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Caught behind the line. It's Love. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers.